We completed the theory part of S-apply and L-apply in the last lecture, and today we are going to see the demo for S-apply and L-apply function in the apply family. Welcome to the practicals of L-apply and S-apply. The same dataset that we use for apply function we are going to use here. Now we are going to demonstrate the difference between the output that is displayed by apply functions, L-apply and the S-apply function. So the same dataset I have used. Now I am saying function 1 equals to L-apply. So when I say L-apply, I should keep in mind that the output will be in the form of a list. L-apply iris. Now in L-apply, if you remember the parameters of L-apply, you should not provide the margin. If you provide the margin, it will give an error. Margin is only supposed to be used with apply functions. So you say iris and comma, you say mean. I ran it. It is giving me warning, right? But the output will be displayed. You see this for sepal length, sepal width, petal length and petal width. Again, it has given the output in the form of a list, but for species it has displayed NA, which is not the case with the apply function. When I gave apply function the entire data set iris, and when I said to calculate the mean for every column, it gave me NA for all the columns, which is not the case with L-apply. It gave me NA for only the species type, for the species column. So this is the important difference between L-apply and the apply function. Now let me discuss the wrapper function of L-apply, and that is S-apply. I'll say function 2 equals to S-apply iris and say mean, right? And I'll say simplify equals to true. The parameters are the same except the simplify command. I'll say control enter. It gave me warning message, but let me see what it is going to display. It is going to display the same things as it has displayed for L-apply, but this time it has displayed in the form of the vectors. So what S-apply did, if I provided the parameter simplify equals to true, it tried to convert the output in the most basic form, and that is vectors. If I say simplify equals to false and I see, then the output will be the same as the L-apply function. So this is the important point. If you do not want the output in the form of list, if you do not want to save the output in the form of list, you say simplify equals true for S-apply. Now let me demonstrate the same thing by using a user defined function. The same thing which I used for apply, the same function. I'll say function 2 equals to S-apply iris function of x. I'm using a user defined function. This time again I'm going to use the same command. I'm telling S-apply to return in the form of list. Paste mean is mean of x, paste median is, I'll come out from here and say median of x. All the parentheses are completed, and I'll say I'll run this function. It gave me error. So what error did it give me? In median.default need numeric data. So when I am passing a function iris, when I am passing the data iris and I'm using a user defined function, I am saying to calculate mean, it gave me error. So why did it give me error? Because I have not handled the categorical data in my user defined function. However, in the predefined function, that is in R, in mean, you see it is taking care of categorical data. So this is one of the important point you need to keep in mind while using S-apply. If you are using a user defined function, you need to take care of the categorical data in your function itself. So this is one of the important point. But if I'll say iris 1 to 4, I'm passing all the numerical data. What happens? The function ran successfully. I'll say function 2. So what it is giving? It is again trying to give me what? the lists. Alright, you can see your function 2 is a list of 8 things. Fine. So as apply returns in the form of list if you tell it to return in the list, because you can see in my function I'm coercing the output in the form of a list. So this brings to an end of sapply and lapply example. We completed 3 important functions: apply, sapply, lapply, and in the next lecture we are going to see tapply in R.